Hello, how's it going? Welcome everybody, Happy New Year. It is now officially 2026 and today is of course the 1st of January, and I wasn't going to make a video today. However, I wanted to make one and just just talk about how well my videos have been doing recently, especially a couple of them, mainly about 2 or 3 videos I've done within the last month and a bit, I guess, within that time scale, that I've done surprisingly a lot better than I ever thought possible, really. So yeah, obviously I enjoy making my vlogs, and I really, ever since I came up with the idea of making a separate channel to my normal channel, my original main channel, and mainly do vlogs and much more of a personal kind of like video log sort of thing. Ever since I started doing that, and I've really enjoyed the whole process of doing my vlogs more than I have my main channel in a way, because it's allowed me to, doing this channel and making these videos, it has really how can I put it? It has really helped me, just be myself, and not be confined to a specific thing, which is on my main channel. Obviously I collect toys and stuff, Transformers mainly, and I talk about anime and comic books and all sorts of like geeky kind of stuff. And I wanted to even though that is, even though those are my hobbies and interests that I have as well as talking about films as well. But with this channel, I wanted to basically just bring it more simplified and show people a different side of who I am. Besides being a nerdy guy or a geeky guy talking about certain things, I wanted to show a different side of me, a different dynamic of me, the true me, which is other stuff that I enjoy, which is travelling, also having like pretty deep discussions and thought-provoking kind of discussions about certain subjects. Obviously I've used my vlog channel as a way to, as a like a coping mechanism, if you will, with talking about mental health, my issues I've had with mental health over the years, and just talking about things like that, but not all about that. I try not to be too I try not to do that too often if I can help it. I very recently, obviously it was over Christmas, I uploaded a video talking about, basically entitled, in a way, it was entitled basically, To Those We've Lost. And I was talking about grief and those that are sadly no longer here, and at Christmas, especially at this special time of year. And I was just basically talking about where my mental space was over the Christmas break, thinking about my mum and my grandparents and stuff that I've passed on, sadly. And that video has done pretty well. It has done actually quite well. I mean, it's been up. It's only been up maybe going on for a week now since Christmas, and even though I did not make that video to be to come over in a certain way, or to be, how can I say it? I didn't make that video to try and get a response, and try to make it a popular video. That was not my case. That was not the point I was trying to make with that video. But it seems that video has I've had some nice comments on that video, talking about grief and talking about grief and at Christmas and so on. That video has been one of the vlogs that I want to talk about in this video that has done relatively pretty well. It's had well over 300 views. It's had a lot of likes. It's had some nice comments, some very, very deep comments. I'm not going to say the person's name because end of the day, this is kind of a very personal thing that a certain individual posted, talking about somebody that they lost, and I responded to that individual, and it was I've never had such a comment before on any video I've ever made, and I've been making videos for a long time. I've been making videos pretty much since the conception of YouTube itself, which was back in like 2006, and I'm roughly about a year or so short of the whole span of YouTube. I think I think I started around about I think I'm about maybe a year or two later than when I debuted or started my first channel. And so I've been on YouTube for a long time, and I've never really had a very personal comment like that on a video, and especially talking about grief, because a lot of people don't want to be very open, and especially put it all over YouTube, which I completely understand. The fact that I use my vlog channel, this channel, as a coping mechanism and talk about such subjects is, I like the idea of being open. I like the idea of being open and being honest. And yes, there's stuff that I will never put out there on YouTube. I do have a degree of decorum, if you're going to call it that. I do have a degree of respect for certain people, friends, family-wise. I'm not going to go into details about personal stuff when it comes to family, like certain issues that I have, like I've sort of like mentioned a little bit, but not gone into full detail, and that is going to remain the same. I feel certain things deserve to be kept secret or be spoken about in a private manner between family members and friends. But when it comes to like where my mental health, where my mental space has been at certain times, then I will be very open and talk about my own personal, what's going on in here, and I will be very, very open to all that. But yeah, so that was that. That was that video, which has surprisingly done very, very, very well. And I just want to say a big thank you to everybody that commented and watched and liked it. Also, another video I want to kind of just bring up is, which one was it now? Oh yeah, it was my Atlanta video. I went to America for 2 weeks with a good friend of mine, and it seems like a couple of my videos, the algorithm has been really kind of promoting, and funnily enough, certain videos that have been up on the channel for a little bit are starting to kind of like make its way out on the subscription fee, people that subscribe to me, they're starting to make their way out of that and starting to kind of go outside the box, outside of what my subscribers and followers, which is nice to see, because I have spoken a few times on my channel about the algorithm sort of working against me. A lot of my videos very, very rarely get seen, even by those that are subscribed and follow. Yeah, I've had a lot of problems with the algorithm, really, and I've found it quite awesome that my latest videos have done much better than like basically mid to early 2025. I was really struggling. Pretty much throughout 2025, I was struggling quite well. I was struggling a lot with trying to get my videos to those that enjoy them. A lot of people were not seeing when I upload. A lot of people were not. Basically, nobody was seeing what I was uploading, and I would try to kind of like put my videos elsewhere using other methods, other social media accounts that I have, like Facebook, Instagram, and so on. And even they weren't really helping me out, because again, it's an algorithm on them as well. So yeah, I've been struggling to try and get my videos out there to people that will enjoy them and get something from them. And I feel like my recent, like, at least there's about 3 or 4 videos I've uploaded of, like, one of them, like I just said a moment ago, the Atlanta one. I went to Atlanta and Nashville for I went to America for 2 weeks, and we went to Atlanta and Nashville. I had a nice comment on there very recently, which ironically, that video was seen by somebody that was looking at my PS5. I've made my video of my vlog that I did recently talking about me getting a PS5. So I feel like certain videos are starting to kind of make their way out and be seen by other people outside of my followers and subscribers, which is fantastic. I'm very happy at that some of my videos are starting to make the way out to people, and the people that are seeing them are people that genuinely are interested in what I've spoken about and said in that video. I mean, I've mentioned I've made 2 videos recently talking about grief. One of them was another video that's done relatively well talking about grief, which was not the Christmas one that I did recently, the one over Christmas. I did one a bit earlier on in I think it was last month. So I did another one, and I was talking about Jack Osbourne, the son of Ozzy Osbourne, and I did a video talking about grief, of like processing grief when you lose someone that was incredibly influential on your life. And that video was talking about my like a viral video that I saw with Jack in the jungle. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and he was in there. It was in the jungle, and he was talking to another celebrity, talking about his dad, and he started getting very emotional, being very open about certain subjects about his dad. And I even though I don't watch I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, but I have a lot of respect for Jack Osbourne, and I have a lot of respect for him being so open, and with it being on national telly as well. Everything that's been said and spoken about is literally, it's like Big Brother basically. There's cameras and microphones all over the place, and you can't get away from that. And so everything was literally out there to the nation. And I have a lot of respect for Jack for being so open and talking about like losing his father. And that was that video as well, which has done very well, talking about Jack and Ozzy Osbourne and all that. That has done very well, and I'm very happy about that video reaching certain individuals as well that maybe really needed that kind of thing. I feel the videos I've done talking about grief, I think obviously everyone can relate to grief in some way. We've all sadly lost people in our lives, or you are a very lucky individual that still has a lot of their family members still here, but it will eventually come to us all. It is something we all have to experience at some point in our lives, or multiple times in our lives. And everybody processes grief differently, but I feel the videos I've spoken about in regards to grief have really, really like hit the nail on the head for a lot of people, and allowed them to be open and comment and talk about certain things, which I really am appreciative of. So I just want to say a big thank you to anyone that has commented on those videos. Yeah, I just really, really appreciate that. I appreciate everyone that has been very open on those. But I have to say just one last thing. I just want to say a big thank you for the support of the video that I did talking about my PS5. Now that video has exploded. That video's only been up for about 3, maybe 4 days, maybe going on 5 days now, and it has amassed again over 300 views. It's had like nearly 25 likes, and it's had a lot of very, very nice comments. A lot of people that have never seen the channel before, that have literally just come across my video talking about me getting a PS5. And it has to be literally, I mean, I've had some people say that some people have commented that the video was really wholesome, they really liked it. I've had some people comment saying they recently also got a PS5 very recently, so I'm not the only one that's late to the party. You know, that was really cool. You know, I didn't think that video would do that well. I thought it'd be one of those type of videos that would be like swept under the rug, basically, and nobody will see it. but it has actually done very well, and it's obviously had a very nice response, and I just want to say a big thank you for that as well. But anyway, so I'm going to get going. I just wanted to make this and just kind of acknowledge those videos and thank everybody for their likes and their views of those videos and the comments. I just want to say I wish everybody a great new year, a happy new year, a safe new year. I hope 2026 is a better year for many of you. And all I can say is onwards and upwards, as the saying goes. And yeah, take care, everybody, and thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the recent subscribers to my channel as well. I have noticed I've gone up a couple since around the Christmas period. So thank you so much indeed. So I hope you enjoy. If you're new to the channel, thank you for subscribing, and I hope you enjoy what I make in the near future. There's going to be other adventures. There's going to be other travelling videos coming up soon. I think we're looking at going away again abroad some point later this year. I'm planning to do a few more solo trips as well. I've booked to go and see Breaking Benjamin in Birmingham in the UK. I think it's in July. So I'm going to be solo tripping, going to see Breaking Benjamin live, and then I will be yeah, and then I'm thinking about going to London as well for a trip to London at some point for a couple, maybe a day or two. So we'll see how things go. But yeah, but I will be bringing you guys along for the ride when I do that. But thank you. Take care. Bye bye.